Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, October 31st, Halloween 2022, and I thought today I would skip doing a card reading and show you guys what I do to venerate my ancestors. You know, between Halloween and November 1st, which is the Day of the Dead, the veil between the worlds is the thinnest. So this is a great time for you to venerate your ancestors. I do it all year round, but I find that at this time of the year, I have the best connection with my dearly departed. So I'm going to show you what I do to make that happen. Okay, so the first thing I do is I set up a little altar to the ancestors that I'm looking to connect with. And at this time, I'm going to be talking to my three dads. So on my altar here, I have some lavender incense going. That's a really good calming, even-keeled scent that isn't going to distract from anything. I put out some oranges and apples because all three of them were fruit lovers. I also have some tobacco in a jar here. They all three were smokers at one point in their lives, and this is a real nice CAO cigar tobacco, so it smells really good. And of course, a really good dark beer. And hopefully they won't be offended because it's non-alcoholic, but it smells great, and I think that they will really enjoy the scent. So I set up this little altar and I ask my ancestors to come forward. I say to Dennis and Richard and Freddie, you know, please come forward. Please talk to me. I want to be in your presence. I miss you. I love you. And I am so happy that the three of you were a part of my life. I would not be the person that I am. I would not be the woman that I am had it not been for these three strong but gentle men. So I got my altar set up. Now what I normally do is I do a ancestor veneration meditation. So I'm going to take you guys through that too today. So if you want to grab a pillow or a chair and you know, set up your little altar here, you can pause the video, get your little altar set up, grab a cushion or a chair, and I will start the meditation as soon as we come back. So pause the video, get yourself ready, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to take you on a little guided meditation. So get your chair or get your cushion, and we will get started here. You don't have to do anything fancy. I'm just sitting on my chair right now. Normally I sit on the floor, but it's a little hard to video that. So I'm going to sit in the chair here. I'm wearing nice loose clothing, you know, yoga pants and a t-shirt. And the important thing is that you're sitting up straight. You know, you don't want to crush your diaphragm at all, because that will hinder your ability to breathe. So make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, but in a way that's comfortable. You don't have to be rigid, because rigidness never is good for when you're meditating. You want to be nice and loose and relaxed. So get yourself nice and relaxed, roll out your shoulders, roll out your neck, sit up straight so that you can breathe properly. Get your feet planted firmly on the floor if you're sitting in a chair. And if you're sitting on the floor, you know, just cross your legs as best as you can with your hands resting on your legs. You don't have to hold them in any kind of special way, just whatever's comfortable for you so that you can relax. Relaxing is important, okay? So before we begin, we're going to do a couple little breathing exercises. We are going to fill ourselves with a beautiful white light. And we are going to breathe out anything that is holding us back. You know, so basically when I breathe in this beautiful white light that comes into me, goes to my heart and to my stomach. And when I breathe out, I breathe out a red mist, and that's just taking everything away from me. And as I'm breathing, it goes from red to purple to that beautiful blue-white light. And at that point, I start meditating. So let's breathe, okay? So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 4. We're going to breathe out for a count of 4. In through your nose, out through your mouth. If your nose is stuffy right now, go ahead and do it through your mouth. It's okay. Just make sure you're taking in a good breath, the kind of breath that not just fills your lungs, but just makes your whole entire diaphragm expand, okay? So let's breathe. Okay, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and we'll begin the meditation. I'd like you to picture a beautiful, bright, white light coming down upon your head. And as that light comes down upon your head, it travels down into your body. It travels through your face, relaxing your jaw and your neck muscles, down into your shoulders, where it relaxes your shoulders and your arms and your hands. It moves down into your chest and into your stomach, relaxing everything as it moves along. Then it moves down into your butt region, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and then down into your feet. And it exits out into the ground. And you are now connected with both the earth and the sky. Now I want you to picture yourself at the top of a 10-story building. You look down over the railing towards the ground and you see a big, beautiful forest full of trees that are changing color because of fall. You see oranges and yellows and reds, a little green and a little brown. You decide that you want to be in that forest. So you walk over to the elevator, you push the button, and you step inside and hit the first floor button. You travel down 1 floor. Breathe in and breathe out. You travel down to the 8th floor. You breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 7th floor and you breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 6th floor and you breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 5th floor. You breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 4th floor and you breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 3rd floor. You breathe in and you breathe out. You travel down to the 2nd floor. You breathe in and you breathe out. And now the elevator reaches the bottom floor. The doors open and you see a glass door in front of you with a light that is bursting through that glass, the brightest, most purest light that you have ever seen. You walk slowly to the door, you open it, you walk through the door, down a couple steps, and onto a dirt path that leads you into the forest. As you walk along this narrow path into the forest, you look up and you see the sun shining through the leaves, all those different colors, shimmering as the wind gently touches them and moves them. And you look forward and you see a clearing ahead. So you walk forward into the clearing, it opens up, and you look up and you see the bluest sky you have ever seen in your life. Pure blue. And the colors of the trees against that blueness in the sky is just striking. It's so clear and so perfect. You've never ever seen anything so beautiful. You walk forward and go into the clearing, and you hear the leaves rattling in the wind, and you smell that kind of damp, earthy scent that you smell with fallen leaves. And at the other end of the clearing, you see a small, babbling brook moving through the forest. So you approach it, and you notice that under a giant ash tree, there is a park bench. And sitting on that park bench is the loved one that you hope to connect with today. You walk slowly over to the park bench and turn and look towards them, and they see you, and they have the biggest, most brilliant smile on their face. They are so happy to see you. You reach forward and give them a hug, and they hug you, and it's like time hasn't even passed. You feel the love. You feel all the memories between the two of you. You feel comforted and a little bit relieved, because you can see that your loved one is healthy and happy and very much alive. So you sit down on your park bench with your loved one, and you take their hand and you sit together. And I'm going to give you some time alone with your loved one so that you can have a conversation with them. Now that you've taken some time with your loved one, it's time to go back. So you give them a huge hug, tell them that you love them, and tell them that you'll see them again. And then we walk back through the clearing. We go back to the building. We walk up the steps to the glass door. We open the glass door and walk in, walk to the elevator, and start going up to the top floor. So you hit floor number 10 in the elevator, the doors close, and the elevator begins to rise. We go up one floor. Breathe in and breathe out, and be grateful for the time that you had with your loved one. We go up to the next floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you feel grateful. We go up to the third floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. We go up to the fourth floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. You go up to the fifth floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. We go up to the sixth floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. We go up to the seventh floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. We go up to the eighth floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. We go up to the ninth floor. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you are grateful. And then finally, the elevator reaches the top floor. The doors open. You step out. You walk back to the railing and take another last look at this beautiful forest full of color, that beautiful blue sky. You feel the chilly air of fall touching your face, but you're grateful. You're grateful for everyone who has ever loved you. And with this gratitude, we close this meditation session. You can open your eyes. Well, I hope that you all had a positive experience and that you enjoyed how I venerate my ancestors. I actually do this meditation quite a bit. I talk to my ancestors quite a bit. And the more you do it, the better connection you have with them and the more information you're able to get from them. And you learn better and better ways to communicate with them. So I thank you so much for watching today, you guys. I hope you have a marvelous Monday. I hope you have a happy Halloween. I love you guys. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.